Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review. In this video I am excited because I am holding in my hand and I am waving at you. What is interesting of this device, this is probably the smallest projector that you can find. Let me just return to back of myself, and as you can see it's in the focus. It's extremely small. But what is interesting about this is AAXA P7 Plus, and it can focus to 16 inch to 200 inch. So this is probably, I'm going to close, by the way, it's LED and it's closed in second. Just you hit the button and it's done. It's battery powered. So I am quite excited in this video. I'm going to share all my experience with this device. Why I'm excited? Because it delivers the performance of a pretty big projector, but inside of your, not maybe in your pocket, but you can put it in any bag and you can carry it anywhere. What is more interesting about it, we got Type-C input and also video in. We got 2 ports, so you can connect this device through anything. If you have a smartphone like iPhone 15, 15 Pro, new Type-C series, or if you have something like me, S22 Ultra, Samsung series, or anything that with the Type-C, HDMI, MHL video output. But this device also has Android 10, so you don't really need anything actually. You just need to hit the Android apps and find YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever you want to watch. That's the easiest part of it. But you can connect your console and you can create truly 200-inch image. What's more shocking about it, by the way, I'm just right into the review, I know, but I will share all my opinions in the beginning because I don't want to keep you long, but this video won't be short. I will be testing this device brightness levels like it should in every projector test. And I will test with different setups so you can see the dark room and in the lit room environment. Definitely this is not an extremely lit environment projector when it comes down to the portables, but if you little bit darken your room, you can clearly use 100-inch image without any problem, and you're going to witness every bit of things in this video. Don't worry about it, my videos are long. The reason the length of my videos is actually, this is just like a TV, okay? So you're going to spend your hard-earned cash money into something like this, and you want to know how it really performs. It's not like a cell phone that everybody reviews. This is a little hard to review because you have to open the lights, close the lights. Right now in the studio I have thousands of watts, okay? You still even see the small image, so you can use it as a monitor. This was one of the interesting parts for me, like quite sharp 16-inch and maybe even 32-inch. Like if you have an IKEA table, if you go little, let's just say 50 centimeters, small IKEA table in a small kid room, you can put it on your side, okay? With your keyboard here or PC or laptop right beside it, you can project about, let's just say roughly 30-inch of image. You can't really buy for this device money 32-inch 4K or 2K monitor. I know this is not 2K, this is really full HD, but this can accept 4K signal. So you can connect PS4, you can connect Xbox Series X, which I'm about to do at home, because this will probably my go-to second projector at home, wherever I can reach. You know, I can place it anywhere, and underneath the TV unit, I can take it off, go to the bedroom if rest of the home is watching regular TV or big size projector. I can go back and enjoy the cinema even up top ceiling level, because if you put it to the ceiling, let's just say in the regular bedroom setup, probably bedroom height about, if it's not low, 70 to 80 centimeters. If I direct it, probably I will get about 70 inches. So it will be more than enough when I'm laying around, and if I put it on the ground, I can create easily 110-inch size image. So the distance, throwing distance, you'll be seeing in the screen, in the test section, and in the picture quality. What we are going to show you in this video, what I'm going to show you, like every one of my videos, I will show you detail of the menu, I will show the picture quality and get close to show you the sharpness, and which is most impressed part of, it impressed me a lot, the sharpness. I wasn't expecting I know this is not a cheap device. This is over $300 and it's really catching the price of the bigger projectors, but having the ability to reel full HD on your hand, it's quite exciting. So without further ado, no, I was just going to drop it. It is smaller than a gamepad. Without further ado, we're going to dive deep, but I want to say what I want to say in the beginning. Probably in the sections of the video, I will repeat myself, but because of the excitement. Would I buy this one for myself? I would. And is it for a light room or a dark room? It is kind of like a dark room projector because of the 500 lumens. But can you use it in a dimly lit or semi-lit room with an ALR screen? Yes, you can. If you have an ALR screen, yes, you can. You're going to lose a little bit of brightness, but if you have to put it, if you're going to use it in the lit room, you have to put the adapter in. If you're going to talk about portable or camping and stuff, you can enjoy it huge. Like you can project it any kind of camp area in the dark. You can create 100, 120, and believe me, I will do it in the test for you. Like this studio have probably 5.5 meters length wall at my back. I will fill it for you and you're going to see the picture quality with me inside of it. And you will be probably shocked as I do. So I want to say that AAXA sent me this projector, but these are all my opinions after testing it for a week. And I will keep this projector probably instead of the rest of the smaller projectors. And yes, without spending any more time, let's get to the tests. Hope to see in the other sections of this video. Don't skip any part because you're skipping and asking questions too much at the comment section. Please just watch it by section, not to skip any information, okay? Hope to see you in the next video and continue to the rest. In this part of the video, I am quite excited to show you the box content and how small this device is. I'm going to compare it. Right now I am in the studio and the box seems quite professional. It feels like an iPad or iPhone box, like proper quality box. P7 Plus Ultra Portable Projector. We all know it in the review, of course. I probably talked about it a lot. 150-minute battery eco mode, and I achieved that in the real time because probably I will tell the same thing in the video later on. Wireless mirroring, Android 10, 180p native resolution, 4K supported, which means we can connect 4K devices. So on the side, again, smaller and smarter it says, and at the back, we have every kind of detail, which you probably see in the video, but the couple of things that I want to remind, the maximum resolution support is 4K, which is quite a good thing. The brightness boost mode, 550 LED lumens, and brightness battery mode is 400 LED lumens. So, of course, when you go to the battery, it just goes a little low, that's acceptable, and the contrast ratio is 2000 to 1, which is a good thing for a portable projector. The manual focus is not extremely maybe interesting for you, but projection image is 16 to 200 inches, 16 inch. I will probably repeat this inside of the video and show you how close you can focus and use it as a monitor for daily basis with 30,000 hour LED life. So rest of this will be in the video. Let's open the box and it slowly comes off. Yeah, that's funny part. Yep. We took the box, we got a protective layer and sponge layer. So we'd love to hear from you, see back for details. And we got the cards and we got, as you can see on the hand, it looks quite small, which I will show you. We got every bit of detail for the software and the remote control. And the adapter is US type, but it supports 100 and 240 volts and it's 19 volt, just like a laptop adapter, as you can see here. So 2.5 amps or 2500 milliamps, as you can see the specs. It's not extremely big brick style adapter. It's quite a bit of small compared to the laptop adapters, so you can really carry it around in a bag. I've converted for my country. So, and we got a couple of bags. They include a tripod. That's a good thing. I use it with my own tripod in the tests. Let me just take the remote control first. I did my test without the remote because it has touch buttons, which I will tell you in the video. This is a regular remote that you can see in the market. So we got batteries for that remote, some sort of humidity protection for the box, tripod, and the projector itself, and of course the rest is off. So I will take the box, and this is, as you can see, AAXA P7 Plus. So how tiny it is, look at it. I will show you like this by getting up how small it is, and I will compare in the rest of the video, but I want you to see we got full HD logo here. You might be thinking, hey, lens is shift off. No, some of the projectors, big projector brands also just do it like this. The focus is great. I love the lens. On the side, we got focus, reset, and one LED here. TF card, which we can install for movies and stuff, like the things that we shoot from our cameras. We got 3.5mm jack, which I quite love because I use it at night on the bed to the ceiling, and this feels great. You can watch everything without bothering anyone and without using Bluetooth. Just the cable is enough. We got Type-C here. We got power button on and off, and it just, by the way, closes just very quickly. I will probably repeat some of the stuff in the other parts of this video. DC input, we got LED here, video in, and USB. We got speaker here, so we will hear the, of course, noise, and we got the fans, as you can see. So I guess that's about it. Underneath we got 4 feet, this device looks quite sturdy on it, and then we got a 1/4 inch regular tripod hole. So this thing is small. By the way, if I lift it up like this, and you will see it probably in the details, glowing touch buttons. These are touch buttons, volume up and down, left and right, and enter and return, and the menu button. So we can control this device without any remote while we're on the bed, like going left and right. But definitely having a remote control will help a lot. So if you include a tripod like this, by the way, this tripod, as you can see, quite flexible, so you can adjust it a lot, and it just stays. You can adjust the angle where you're sitting, so you can use this tripod very much everywhere, and you can clearly adjust the angles that you need. But I'm going to take the tripod out. In the rest of the video, you're going to witness, of course, the physical picture quality of this device and how good it focuses. But for this part, just take a look at the size of this projector and the remote control. You know by now this is a regular remote control, right? It's smaller than a remote control, and it's just as thick as remote controls, like 3 small fingers of mine. And I don't have a big hand, as you can see right now. Just it fits my hand, and if I hold it like this, you're seeing the size. But that's not going to be probably enough. So we can compare with a Bluetooth speaker. Let's take a look at 16 watts of Bluetooth speaker that you probably can find similar devices. This is probably can, like a drinking can style speaker, a little bit taller, but as you can see, the size is extremely small compared to the speaker, and the weight is also. By the way, this thing is heavy. When you hold it, like, it feels heavy because it has the battery inside. This is a Xbox, old Xbox gamepad. Take a look at this size, similar size, right? Even in the height, this feels like a gamepad, pretty much. So definitely we have a lot to talk about, but what I will do might shock you. Okay, here is AAXA P7 Plus, and here's Wambu TT. So when I put it on the side, let's just take a look at this and this. It's more than tiny. I've never seen anything small performs this good, and I will probably compare these two if I can in the video, some parts of the video at least. Just take a look at the height difference around the different angles. This is crazy. When you look at the back, okay, the HDMI port, everybody knows. Let's just return it. look at the HDMI ports and the sides. It is funny, right? This one has battery, this is portable, this is not. This doesn't need the battery for 150 minutes. And this is Full HD, real Full HD, and also this is real Full HD. The only thing that AAXA P7 Plus lacking is autofocus, but believe me, it can focus 16 inches, but this cannot. So if you're looking for something that you can project 200 inch and 16 inch, again, 200 inch, 16 inch. So you can go small as possible and big as possible with this, but you can't project something like 16 inch with this device. This has autofocus. Some of advantages this has, but the sharpness will shock you by catching quality of this, maybe even more professional projectors. So this is not the cheapest projector out there, I know, and we will continue through the rest of the video. And I want to show you some of the other examples. This is Ulanzi G12 that I showed you, my portable 2 microphone setup, and as you can see, it is as small as a microphone. Okay, so there are a lot more to talk about. Like if I have let me just check small money so I can show you. Again, this might be an option. This is an SD card. Okay, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 SD cards. That's about it. So it's interestingly like 1 SD card, not even 2 SD card height. Extremely small. So I'd like you to understand how small this thing really is. So it's smaller than a smartphone. That's one of the best things can happen, like for a projector. I'm still in shock that what it can deliver. When I show everyone around the office that they thought this thing cannot put similar quality with regular projectors, and when it does, everyone got shocked. So we will continue through the other parts of this video, but again, let me just get close and show you some of the settings and higher resolution with AAXA. This is even feels premium. I know that I'm taking this part a little longer, but the brushed surface, okay, feels good. And also these glossy parts makes this projector over the top build quality. And I know some things like this part feels compared to the top part little bit less qualified, but you don't feel anything at all. And the focus, yes, sometimes it's getting difficult to get focus, but just a little bit. If you're be careful with your nails, and if you don't have nails, you just put your other finger beneath it and just move little by little, you can focus everything. So that's great. So this part is finished. Let's continue through the rest of the video. I know this looks a little bit of messed up because the studio has a lot going on. I have a lot of review products laying around, but take a look at this. This is like a singing microphone, like a DJ microphone. You know, the old style ones, it's extremely small and it's funny to hold it with the tripod, the studio tripod like this. By the way, these are cheap tripods, so you can buy something like probably $10 to $15, maybe even a little more, but you can extend it quite a bit. So you can change the height, and if you find the bowl head, you can adjust also the rest of it. Like this is not designed to hold heavy stuff, so you can't really use it with big projectors with my early designed table device. So what I'm going to do is open up the device, and I will also use the adapter as well. I'm going to check out the adapter because it's probably in the box. By the way, it's going to open. Let's just go here in front of the camera, and in this part of the video I'm going to show you the size, and later on I will change the angle. I am living in Turkey, and I have to change the adapter from to straight lines to European style converter. And what you're about to see, let's just see the lengths. I will have to find my meter in the studio. By the way, right now the studio lights are probably 1500 watts up top, and this is an extremely bright situation where we can shoot slow motion videos. So you can definitely feel that, and I will close at least 2 lights to up top section so you can see the image. This is, by the way, not the bright version of the image. And the size is, I want you to see me, not the projector. This is not the ideal way. And this is 160 centimeters of length, okay? And I will close the studio lights, and this is just a single light is open right now. You can still shoot video in this light condition. This is kind of like a lit room setup for a normal living room. Just a little bit dimmed down. Not a dimly lit room, but something between dimly lit room and lit room, okay? Just in the middle. So right now, I'm going back just a little bit to show you. And I can't really adjust the angle because I didn't put the ball head. But don't focus on that. Let's focus on the sharpness. I will share the different section of this video. And the focus is done, okay? And you got a little bit bigger. So let's just take a look at the size again. The size is about 185 centimeters. So it's getting bigger. But what is more interesting and the good thing about it, and when I go here to the settings, by the way, the setup right now connected through the Bluetooth to the speakers that I've already reviewed with my other videos of amplifier review from Fossi brand. But right now it's connected on the right bulb amplifier from Fossi. So let's take a look at the brightness right now. Right now we are in the echo mode, okay? I'm going to go to the standard mode. Look at the difference. I've still not connected to adapter port to improve the brightness. By the way, the camera is auto. I will do the similar stuff in the menu section to show you with the fixed brightness settings. Don't worry. When I boost it, this is still battery, and we are about 90 plus inch size, and we can really use it in a lit environment. Let me just get a little bit closer, okay? With battery. Just don't forget about it. This is about 80 inch, possibly, and it's quite bright. I have to maybe even adjust a little bit sharpness to it. I need to do it, and it's done. Let's go back. Okay, I'm still working with the battery. Go to the apps. Right now, the Android is open, and take a look. We have App Store, VPS, projector settings, Prime Video, Disney Plus, everything that we need is on board already. YouTube, Netflix, Hulu. So even then, you have to, if you have to adjust it, we have MX player. So I already tried with my USB, which I probably have a USB here with movies inside. So we can take a look at that. We get also App Store, App Store. We can download the apps and we can probably install APKs from here. Let's just go to the Haggerty because I love their channels. I love how they review cars. And I'm going to hit the button, but because of the copyright, I'm going to close it. Again. Sorry to show you a commercial, but let's just skip the commercial. I'm going to stop the video here and just try to explain. This is 85 inch image, okay? And we are on the battery. If we have anything changed with the adapter, boost mode is still active. So which means it can deliver the brightness that you need on the battery. Many of the projectors just dims them down. Like my early LG ultra short throw portable projector. I don't remember the model, but I will write it down. It was 450 lumen on declaration, which probably isn't powerful as this, I love that projector, but it wasn't sharp as this. Ultra short throw, it was a bad sharpness, and it was 720p, much more expensive than this, and I've sold it. So this is by far the sharpest and the brightest portable that I've ever seen. But don't get me wrong, there are portables out there, but people will probably compare when I say it so, but this is smaller. Don't focus on the LG's portables too, but this is extremely smaller. This is the important part. So, as long as we are here, I want to go backwards and create a big image, and I'm taking the adapter out without changing the brightness, okay? I'm going back. Again, the boost mode, let's go to the boost mode. I'm going back as much as possible, okay? I have to lower the projector to let's just say. This, I can't go lower with this tripod, but I will have the sharpness with me. And so right now you're seeing the screen. Because of the Full HD, we have to understand that if you go above 120 inch, Full HD won't be sharp as the 4K, but this is, you have to go back to watch this big size. So you're not going to, I made detailed videos about this, like you don't have to go back, you don't have to look at the pixels for this size. Some people do. So you can really create good Full HD image if you have a sharp lens. This is one of the examples. Sorry about the commercials again. This is not a pro account that I use. I will have to close the voice. And thank God this is a bright image so you can see me, how small I am against this huge screen. So take a look at this. Image and me. By the way, right now, what you're seeing is, you might be thinking that this is a bad image, so I will stop this, okay. I will go from the menu to the Full HD. Yes, it is Full HD. So when I go back and hit the button, so we have to see the Haggerty, right? Because of the focus. Let's just try to find the Haggerty in sharpness. Sorry, the touch buttons, I just forgot it. We have the touch buttons on the top. And I need to focus here clearly so you won't be losing the focus again. And I will play something 4K for you. And later on, I will just straight project 100-inch image, which this device really intended to do. Let's go to Switzerland, Norway. I love the Norway videos because of the environment. Let's just go first. This is a Wi-Fi situation of the studio. Let's go back to the Full HD, and again I will push from the menu, just go a little bit forward. And this is about, like I said, for the Full HD video, this is extremely big. But if you get close, but let me just, before that, I'm excited. I want to measure the distance, okay? I'm going to use the extender. Yeah. I couldn't. I need to do it on the floor because it's extremely large and I don't have a laser distance measurement tool with me right now. And what we are witnessing is 2 meter 40 centimeter length of video, 240, okay? 240, this is a huge screen. 240? No, 3, I guess it's 340. Sorry to do it again. Yes, 340. So looking at me and the screen, 340, which means it is about 150-ish image. Let me just go a little bit closer. And you can see image is definitely much more sharper because of the Full HD limitation. Like this is a Full HD, not a 4K projector. So any Full HD will probably fail a little bit about this. So we are having the size of, let me just take a look, 2 meters, 75 centimeters. It is by far huge. Probably around 135 inch-ish size. And it's easily watchable. And I will open up a gameplay footage, which probably many of you wonder, this size, can you play a console game? Okay, let's just say Horizon 5 gameplay. Horizon 5. If we call it Horizon 5, we will see something like this with RTX 4090 GPU, and this guy is playing in the best resolution possible. Let me just go forward a little bit, and I will open up the sound from the sound system. I'm not going to focus too much about the sound of its own. Let's just open up the sound, create a cinema environment here. Again, I'm checking the video quality. Okay.
There's no other way around. You got to go through it.
Again, I'm going to get close for you to show you. Again, this is a 110 inch-ish size. The contrast increased a lot and the picture quality also increased a lot. This is because also about the full HD resolution limit. As you can see, this is easily watchable, game playable level of quality. So you can really connect your console to it, go anywhere, and you can play great movies on camping without any issues. So that was impressing specs for me. So in this part, I will leave it alone and we're going to continue with the detailed menu of this device. Welcome to this section of the video where we see the settings of the P7 Plus from AAXA. And first thing is first, I want to boost up the brightness so you can understand. This is the eco mode where you can really achieve, if you dim some stuff down and if you close the wireless and Bluetooth, you can achieve around 150 minutes of times. But for me, like I told you, I will get into the detail, but if I hit the brightness button here, and right now we are in the eco mode, I will show you the difference between the modes. Standard mode is this. Right now the camera mode is not changing, so it's fixed exposure. The standard is this, and I'm going to boost the mode, okay? Boost it. So this is the difference. This is right now 100-inch image, and the picture quality is really great in a dark room. Still, you can use it in the dimly lit room, and the adapter is connected. So we got wireless settings here, so where you can really adjust the wireless. And we got advanced settings here. If you go in boot signal input, with the signal input, it can boot probably. Boot app right now off. If you can add an app to the boot, so you can open it with the add automatically. So power on mode, power on and standby, we can change it with the power on and standby. So key tone is here, blip blip sound probably, and it's right now open because it's of the touch menu here on the projector. Right now I'm showing the touch menu. You have to understand that you hit the button at night in the dark room, so that's when it's useful. Other than that, you can close it up. The screensaver timeout shutdown right now is off. And the HDMI control is, as you can see, the device auto power off, auto power on. So if you connect something from HDMI, if you want something to be action on this, you can do it. This is the advanced setting. The language, we got every bit of option with the Android built-in 10 inside probably, and we'll see huge amount of language options. I have the Turkish, but I'm using English right now. As you might know, I'm living in Turkey, so I am a Turkish guy. The input settings is there also, the input method settings, because you can connect this device full keyboard. This is important. You can use probably the supported chipset. I haven't tested all of them, but you can connect USB hub to this device, USB keyboard and mouse, or something wireless. And why I'm talking about the USB hub to connecting to Android device, because you can also add another USB for your movies, or you can use your external SSD drive to connect this drive with the keyboard and mouse support. The keyboards and mouse support, why it is so important when you want to write down the YouTube videos names. You won't have to be fiddling with the remote control because this is a full Android. You can use keyboards and stuff. Let me just go back to the keyboard. Okay, keyboard settings. You can also look at the settings of the keyboard. This is just like Android. I'm not going to waste too much of a time in this section of the video. So what we're looking here is the display. By the way, I will remind you, this projector will support 4K signal. So you can connect this device 4K devices. Right now we got on the projecting front table mode. So we got lots of modes. So you can put it on the top shot like ceiling mount. Probably let's just go into the modes as well for you. Front table and probably rear table and up top backwards, and here we are again front table mode. So you can place this device anywhere you need, even with the rear projection. Zoom in and out, it's a good thing, but if I hit the zoom out, we can small down the image. So that means you don't have to move, you can shrink the image down. By the way, I want to, check the focus again because I probably moved the projector too much. This is sharper, don't worry. This is the sharpest projector, by the way, that so far for this size. And when I compare with the $200 range, $250, $300 range projectors, any kind of like regular home use projectors, this is one of the sharpest one. I can put this device right side by side, probably in my head, in my early experience, by some of the ViewSonic and Epson projectors too. Although they might be a little more sharper, but they have huge glass, but this is quite sharp for a full HD. And considering the specs of this thing, vertical correction, right now vertical correction is 14, and we can move it around, as you can see. We got quite a bit of correction. That's why I'm showing you that we can move the image quite a lot. I want you to see how much we can correct, because some people care that like they don't have setups, and if you're going to use it on the tabletop shot, right now it's -12, looks okay for me. But the corner correction, we got 4 corner keystone. I don't want to use it in this video, but just the purpose of this video, at least show you, just move it around, okay? I'm moving in. This is the as much as I can go, and moving out, this is the as much as I can go. So I've already did, of course, the -12 adjustment. So that might be one of the reasons for the movement, but extremely 4-corner keystone is not an option, but you can move this device. This is tiny, so you can move it any way you like. You can probably solve it without using a keystone, and I highly recommend without using a keystone, because you have to project straight to get the best picture out of any optical lens. So what do we have left? The keystone correction reset, we can do it, and this menu is over. I'm going to go back. We got Bluetooth right now, and the speaker is connected through the Bluetooth. Let's go to the Bluetooth. We got Bluetooth Hi-Fi, as you can see, it's connected. It's 100 to probably 120 range-ish, power for each channel, and it's stereo JMO speakers, tower-style speakers, and the sound is great for this room, extremely powerful. And the backup and reset we have, and we got the about page. Let's go to the about, and I want you to see everything. The Android 9.0 it says, but on the box I remember I saw 10.0, but still it gets the job done. It's the most important part for me. 1 GB to 8 GB might not be seeing like the best out there, but probably for the spec from what we have, it's good enough. And there is no actual, like, it's kind of like if you're into the 4K dongles and stuff, you feel a little bit of response time, but it's not going to be bothering you if you connect the console, if you just use it casually. By the way, you can cast it with your smartphone. Like, there's a casting setting. You can, as we come here, because we finished the settings, we got also browser here. And you already seen the apps, but take a look at the apps. Like, we finished the settings. I know this is getting longer a little bit, but we have to take a look at every bit of thing. Android mirroring is here, and you can mirror from everything. We got YouTube. We got Bluetooth speaker. Without settings, we already checked into the setting. Multimedia player, it's a good thing to have. I'm going to put my USB stick to it to show you. We got MX player, which I love because MX is a good player for Android. We got Disney Plus, Prime Video, VPS projector, App Store, Netflix, AirPin, and ESPN and Hulu. And Air Screen, if you probably, this is for the, I remember the iPhone. I don't have an iPhone, so I'm not against it. But if you're going to project from a laptop and tablets and stuff, so you got AirPlay, Cast, Miracast, and DNA. This is an allowance program that like you can do it, and you have to connect the device right now. I'm going to go back, just go back to the main menu. Okay. I got confirmed this and I will go back. By the way, if you're going to have to use it like this. So let's get out from this. I made my cast from my device and I was quite happy with the results. But casting is not my thing. I most of the time use inside device or dongle or like literally connect my phone from the Type-C. Yes, I don't want you to run it in the background. So what do we have left? We can go back. Okay, we can go back to the settings, the main menu. I just want you to show the mirroring menu is also here. Instead of apps, going into apps, Android and iOS. So you can choose it more easily without going inside. By the way, you can cast from supporting Windows 10 or Windows 11 laptops. Nowadays, many Windows laptops are capable to remote display, like wireless display, if you're connected to same network. So you can cast from a laptop if you're into the presentation without even getting close to the projector or HDMI cable. We got Office connection here. Let's click the Office. VPS projector. How cool is that? So, of course, you need to again work the way around with the apps. I'm not going to show you that, but this is basically designed for projecting to office use, presentation, like business style, because you can carry it with your bag, you can make your presentation, and you can get out easily. So what do we have left? Wi-Fi setup I already showed you, and streaming services, far more bigger icons, and that's it. So this is the menu. So what I'm going to do, okay, we finished the menu, and I will open up the YouTube, okay, from this device and show you some of the stuff and picture quality in the highest mode. Right now, like I told you, we are in 100-inch image size, and that's what we should be looking for. And I'm going to go, by the way, this device supports 4K input signal from HDMI and probably Type-C 2 again, but it cannot play 4K YouTube like a 4K dongle. It can only play Full HD, which is far more than enough. This device is intended to do. So let's go to the Norway video again, okay? And later on, I will also shoot some different examples to show you. Look how bright it is compared to the main menu. And I'm sorry for the commercial again. Let's go back. And if I hit it again, probably it will work without a commercial. Yes, I guess right now it's perfectly working. And I have to talk about the picture setup. The picture setup, if I hit the detail button, and if I hit it again, it shouldn't be probably going to the, it got into the menu. So let's finish it from here. We got brightness medium. This is the most important part for probably enthusiasts that want to play with the settings of this device. If I hit it here, okay, brightness, echo, standard, and boost mode, we already seen those, right? So I'm going to go back. We got the image mode, personal, soft, light, and standard. For me, standard is kind of okay, and I go to the color temperature. Right now, normal, warm, personal, cold. So if we go to personal, red, green, blue, RGB, we get only these. So, okay, this is by far quite a bit of enough for the portable projector, but as long as it's tuned like this, the already factory settings is enough compared to the other projectors that I reviewed. Sound mode, we got music, movie, and personal. Although this device doesn't have anything extreme, but we will take a look at this later on with the sound test. And the surround sound is on and off. It's also doing its best. Shutdown timer we have if you're going to use it before sleep. And projecting settings, like I showed you probably earlier, zoom in and out, vertical correction, horizontal and keystone correction, and probably the reset here. And it's far more than enough. And HDMI edit 1.4, 2.0, and auto edit. So these are cool stuff. Like you have to connect 4K and it supports nearly everything based on the price range and the portable stuff. So let's go back to the YouTube again. I probably showed you every bit of detail. Go back to the YouTube again, hit the button to show you the picture quality. And I'm going to get close to show you the upmost. Let me just try to use my nails to best make the focus perfect as I can make. Let's just move it around. The small amount of steps is sometimes making a little bit more difficult for a big screen, but you definitely catch the perfect sharpness instead of some of the projectors out there that uses autofocus. Like, I'm not talking about every bit of projector out there, but by the way, you're going to love the blacks, the contrast in the darkroom. Take a look at this. The darks are truly dark, brights are quite bright, and image contrast level just fills the room, and you don't think this is a portable projector. Like, I'm not saying this is a 3000 Ansilumens and 1500 level my Epson TW7000 series, but definitely you wouldn't be expecting this much of a black, this much of a bright image out of a projector from a less than a palm size. So I'm going to go back, okay? I'm going to go back. By the way, the thing that you want to know, the sensor is the behind. If you want to use the remote, you either have to bounce from a wall or go back of the projector. In case you're wondering why I am going back and forth, that's one of the reasons. Let's play LG OLED black video, which is kind of important because it shows the dark levels. I'm seeing a little lighter than you, little lighter, but the darks are quite good. I know this stuff can be tricky to explain. Like, if I tune the camera, you will see pitch black, and you'll probably seeing in the camera, I can't make you see everything because I'm seeing, of course, a little bit of projection gray. That could be acceptable with 500, even with the 500 and above full HD projectors, but the picture sharpness is cool. So if you add to this projector a 4K dongle, you will get even sharper YouTube videos, but you don't need to. You can clearly play full HD, HDR videos. Let me just go to something like, try to find something like, let's just find that. Red Dead Redemption, I guess, is kind of like a Red Dead Redemption 2 is kind of like a casual game, third-person game, which you can play from any console. So I'm not going to open the trailer. I'm going to open up full K HDR. Yeah, this is the full graphic 4K HDR 1 year ago video from YouTube. Okay, this will give you an idea, at least, whether you can use it with your console or not. And don't worry, I will take a look. I'm going to have to go a little forward to show you something lit environment because this is quite a bit of dark. Okay, I have to go to the front. Yep. He needs to ride his horse in the sunny day. So this is how good it is. This is 100-inch, huge image. It needs to upgrade the quality because when you go forward, the quality drops because of my Wi-Fi connection at the studio. I got lots of layers and it will upgrade the quality. But right now, this is not a full HD video from YouTube. We have to wait a while, okay, to get the best quality. I guess that's kind of like it. So I think this is delivering quite a bit of good image. And let me just go back again, try to find something else for you. I'm sorry, I got a little sick. And what else do we have? Like fast-paced games, right? Call of Duty? Are you okay with that? Or yeah, let's just say Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I guess. Maybe we can call it 3. I want to go for 3, right? Probably latest one was the 3, I guess. So looks beautiful. And the PS5 Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer game, 4K. It says, let me just go a little bit forward for you guys and show you the picture quality from high-end resolution of gameplay captured by some other people, which I can't really capture everything with my console and test everything. So I believe the picture quality is good. And I know I am using YouTube, but I'm going to tell you the latency of this device. I will test it with every bit of detail. And let's just go a little bit up top and go forward to open areas like, yeah. This is the picture quality that you're going to get 100-inch. And you won't be regretting if you even play it above the 100-inch. Okay, let's play something like, okay. What we can play, Starfield. Yep, Starfield is here. Starfield is here. 16 minutes of 4K gameplay. Reason that I open up these styles games, sorry about the commercial again. I hope it will skip and I will go back and forth, skip this commercial. Sorry about that. But this is a live video. I'm not poking around. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to make you believe this is something else. I'm just going casually and playing content that gives idea about the stuff that we do. Let's just go to a place that they move. Yeah, at least in some sort of, yeah. We need to see the picture quality. So this is normally if you're playing a console and a PC like a HDR stuff, but it overall delivers quite a bit of high tones and the low tones good, in my opinion. And by the way, you can let me know what you think at the comment section always. Let's go forward and find something much more light. Let's go back. I just want to show you one more thing that could be interesting. Like instead of Starfield, I want to go Battlefield 2 4K because I guess Battlefield fight scenes are from Star Wars game much. Battlefront, I remember. Battlefront. Yep, Battlefront 2 gameplay. That's what I'm wondering about. If I hit the button and it's something great to see. This game really looks awful still. I don't know how old this is. I am playing with the console. I feel every time I'm playing in a movie. And if you use a projector like this, you won't be regretting that you buy this. Like, think about it. This is around $350 product. And if you buy some console, similar level, and you got $700, less than $1,000, you created a huge amount of screen anywhere that you can go. Just you need a one plug for your console. And of course, one plug for the projector if you're going to long time play. But you can enjoy casual games like third-person games like this. Assassin's Creed, and many kind of like travel games and platform games side by side, and you can enjoy beautiful movies and contents, and there's nothing to argue about there. So I'm going to go back, and I think I've showed enough. I'm going to go to the main menu, okay? I'm going to connect my USB probably here. You're probably going to see what I'm doing because I don't want to do anything wrong in the dark. Sorry, the port was behind. I'm sorry for that. Yep, I've installed my USB and I need to correct the angle of it. Right now I have a ball head. And let's just find out if the input shows USB. Yes, I gotta find my USB drive. And having the two HDMI ports is great option. Like normally, think about it. If you have one HDMI, that's a good thing in internally Android device. But two HDMI, you can put two devices like a console and TV dongle, or like a smart dongle and a TV dongle, or anything that you desire, two of them. I'm not going to update the software right now. Let's take a look at the inside. By the way, I'm just going to recommend you. Yep, I love it. And I'm going to recommend purchase every movie. I nearly purchase every movie that I watch, so I recommend you to do that. But I download the movies for you just to explain the purpose of this video. Internal device can open up the full HD videos from MX Player, and I'm going to stop quite quick because I don't want to caught up with the copyright. I'm going to pause here and I'm going to move front. I want you to see the layers and stop. How sharp, how good the image looks. And I'm going to play and I'm going to stop very fast because of the copyright, okay? Just get it done, play, and stop. I don't want to ruin my video with the copyright. So I'm going to get right beside the projector. Do you know how big this is, truly? Look at me. This is half my body probably, waist up, and interestingly, extremely big. 100-inch is extremely big number that you really can't probably reach from one end to another. So this is not like a TV. This is something else. And I'm going to go back just to show you, go back off the camera. I'm going to take the projector and I'm going to take the adapter, by the way. Yeah, adapter, just hold it, took it just a little bit, just wait a while. You're seeing right now, and here I have corrected it, and I'm going to just I'm going to have to make the focus right, because adjust the focus, up top text needs to be sharp. Let me just again do it. Yep, catching the image. And I've just took out the battery from it, the adapter from it. So this is extremely huge, still watchable in the darkroom. You won't be regretting this projector. In this part of the video, I will show you how I measure the latency of this device, and you guys all know I have been measuring the latency for the gaming capabilities. And this is a stopwatch from an online website, and I made it bigger. And then I've adjusted my camera to a slow motion over 120 or 200 frames per second. So I can capture the screen of my laptop, and if I stop it, I know the video is going to be extremely long in the slow motion and I can stop and look at it. Welcome to the part where I explain how do I measure the brightness level of a projector. Basically, I explain this in another full tutorial, but in this section of the video, first I explain and then you see the numbers on the screen and my declaration. I have a light measurement tool which I can calculate the light. This is a pitch black room. The test setup was in the pitch black room. Right now, a couple of the background lights are open, but in the perfect dark room, I made the measurements. And my measurements are, by the way, you're going to see it. We're going to divide the screen into 9 different points, okay, just with the lines. And we're going to measure each section, and then we're going to write down the numbers. And in the boost mode, I calculate 220 Ansilumen, which is pretty good. I'm going to tell you why. And in the standard mode, it is about 165.6. We can call it 166. Very good. And in the echo mode, it is 95.5. So all these numbers will be in the screen. What has just amazed me, it is evenly spread it around the entire screen. I've never seen it with projectors less than $300 to $400. This is right between like $300 to $400 range, but I didn't see the projectors that are so equal like this. That means the lens is pretty good, because normally you feel some sort of vignetting around the corners, like a little bit of halo, and then you feel the brightness loss going through the corners. So most of the time, center is the best part, like always, with the many lenses. But when you go through the sides, it will decrease. But you will see, I will try to write down in the editing the measurements that I did. So measurements are quite close. That is quite interesting. I never had that stuff. So that is also another plus from me to this projector. By the way, 220 Ansilumen, on their box, it says about 450. Okay, 450 to 500, if I remember correctly. Let me just get the box. And behind the box, because I want to make everything perfect as possible. Yes, it says 550 LED lumens, not Ansilumens, and then 400 LED lumens. So let me just tell you why. Because right now you're seeing the numbers in the screen and how we are measuring. Normally, the general ratio is about dividing the LED lumen power to 2.4. If you do that, you will get a lower number, but you're getting exactly what you need. So basically, this projector is delivering what it says right on the time, right on the place. So that is also another stuff that this brand is quite serious. I guess this is just an explanation of that. But when we think about it, 220 Ansilumens, is it bright enough? It is pretty bright. Let me just explain why. Because actually, around 100 inch, let me just get back a little bit. I'm going to take the projector out, okay, close my laptop. And I'm going to click back button. And I'm going to open up an app. Right now, this is a dimly lit room setup, okay? You can see your hands. And if you're close to back of the camera, you know the room setup by now, probably, if you haven't checked other videos. You can go back and even read a little bit of book. I can increase the room light, but still I can easily watch the video. Let's just open up the PUBG, okay? Let's just open up the PUBG. Sorry about the commercials. I have to go back and go in again. So this is the PUBG gameplay, which I will probably just increase a little bit to show you. This is a PUBG gameplay, and it's pretty easy to see, pretty easy to place, even dimly lit room. The camera is right now shooting HDR, so it's not going to be ideal to tell that this is the perfect setup, but let's just talk about it. I will try to disconnect my phone from the camera, and again I'll try to open my wireless, and let me show you why. Right now I am increasing the room light, and take a look. This is quite a bit of book readable highlight level, okay? I'm just going to dim the light a little bit where you can really see yourself, people around you, a casual mid-level light or kind of low to between mid-level light, and you can use this. But what is more interesting, I will take the cable again, I will get it close, just take the laptop here. Okay, so I will have to, of course, focus again. So this is about, let's just find a place where everything is outside and bright. So this is about 65-inch TV. You can watch this as a 65-inch TV in a dimly lit room or mid-level, let's just say, between dimly lit and mid-level section. But if you close the lights, you can watch this like a very, very big screen. Let me just show you that too. Like, I'm going to close the lights, and right now the camera will be adjusting, but this light right now, still I didn't close the light, but just I dimmed it, and I'm going back, far back. Let me just show you. I'm going far back right now. I didn't focus, of course. I need to focus again. So I have to put it on the couch to make it, and I'm going to get high, and so I've got up from the couch, of course, like I should. So this is about 120 inch of image, and we need to adjust the focus again, I guess, because, okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I found the really focus right now with the menu. Look how good it is. This is 120-inch-ish image, and let me just play some big footage. What is more interesting is I wasn't expecting this size to be this enough. Like right now, the room filled with the light of the projector. So basically what you're having is, I'm going to stop here and talk about it. What you're having is here actually, if you go big, you light the room too, not just only just presenting the light. So I'm just talking reality here. Many of the projectors declare much more numbers than they can deliver. So the measurement might be seem like 220, but this is a real Ansilumen power, and in the dimly lit or very dimly lit or blackout room, this can create huge screens without any problem. Even with the mid-level dimly lit level room, you can play 65 to 75-inch TV style size without any problem. And if you're thinking to use this in a kid's room, like a bedroom, kid's bedroom, or your bedroom to just watch movies before you go to sleep, or TV series, this is ideal. You can put it on the ceiling. You won't be regretting the choice. Let me just show you again, because probably I did it in different sections of this video, but how crazy is that? I'm getting close, and I put it right onto my Epson UHD Epson LS300, okay? And I'm going to take the camera and get close. Okay, so the camera will adjust to that. Just think about it. This is 16-inch, maybe even a little bigger than the 16-inch. Maybe this is 18 to 20-inch. And look at it, how sharp it is. I'm getting close. It's extreme. Like normally you cannot get this close with any projector. That is the amazing part. Like if you go a little back, okay, I'm just extending the tripod. I made the tutorial and the review of this Latency tripod. I'm not sponsored, by the way. So you can really use it like this. Maybe in a camp zone. This is probably around 32 inch. And if you move a little bit, you got 40, 45 range-ish. So you're not going to be able to probably do similar stuff with many of the projectors out there. I'm not saying this is the best projector, but still, I am impressed a lot. I wasn't expecting this much. So it's something quite interesting. And would I buy one? Well, for a very casual use, okay, with every place in the house and outside, in the car especially, I will probably shoot another video. This is by far one of the most interesting projectors in the market, and the size and the shape out of the factory, a cubicle shape, like a very small, it even impresses against the, Anker Nebula. It's very interesting. Like Anker also has very good portable projectors, but this is smaller and very effective. And although some might say it has a manual focus, but I can make it focus in 16 inch to 200 inch. That is crazy. So let me know what you think at the comment section below. I've just reshot this section to explain to you guys what kind of a projector truly this is. And before finishing the video, I wanna just make a conclusion again, just make sharper image and play the video. I want to explain who is this projector for. Who is this projector for is if you're traveling a lot, if you want to go from one room to another, if you want to use this in the kids' room, bedroom, everywhere possible in the car, and you can match it with the car's Bluetooth audio, that's a great option. You can turn your car into a, movable, portable cinema. And I made a detailed video about it. I used the home projector for that with electric car. But definitely you can use this without an electric car, just with a converter, because this doesn't take too much of a power. It's efficient, it's powerful enough for a dark room and dimly lit room. If you have a own house, not like me, I'm living in a flat, so you can go outside the house and project to a wall of the house, and you can make a, let's just say, party at the back of the house, like a Saturday night movie time kind of like style. So you can enjoy this in the house or outside the house. And if you're camping, having the shorter throw ratio and the good short focus will give you in the camping quite a bit of advantage. You can just use this to project to your tent, okay? Just you can lay it down and project the tent, and you can have a good time with your friends. So this is how good it is. And the latency just shows that we can use this as a console companion if you're going to use it in the kids' room. And what more can I say? Like, I wasn't expecting this, and I'm not selling this product. So if you're wondering, this is just a promotion, I'm just testing it all over the place. And it will take the place of the projectors around $200 and $250, like the bigger projectors, LED projectors in the market. But yes, it is a little bit more expensive than that. Like, for example, you can buy probably $200, $250, something like this, but 5 times or 6 times bigger without a battery. And that makes this device ideal. This is 5 or 6 times smaller than the regular LEDs that you know, and it has the battery. It has 2 HDMI ports and quite a bit of good enough sound. I couldn't show you the sound because I have to record everything, but basically it does what it's intended to do. Like it can properly play music and it can properly play audio without too much of a distortion, but we got power output laid on the screen. You can expect something like a small portable speaker from Bluetooth speakers like the hand side, very small ones, 1 or 2 watt ones. It can give it to you that. But other than that, for this size, you can't be expecting that much of a thing. But with the Bluetooth speaker, it can connect any speaker. With the 3.5mm jack, you can input any kind of earbuds. I guess there is no probably too much of a better option out there for when it comes down to the small projectors. I have to test for the rest AAXA different projectors. They have bigger projectors. They have alternative projectors. I want to test as much as possible. But all I want to say, I want to test as much as possible from them. And if I have a chance to compare with the Nebula later on, I'll try my best to compare. But overall, it impressed me a lot with its price and with the sizes that it can deliver. Just look at this. We are playing from the battery and how big this image is. This is probably right now 100 plus inch. Look how small I am against the screen. This is the 4 times bigger than a 55-inch TV, and the sharpness is quite good. I didn't adjust the sharpness again. And I'm just going to adjust the sharpness and finish the video for you. So that's about it. I hope to see you in the next video. Some things might be missing. You can ask questions. I can shoot shorts because I'm going to keep this projector for my, casual use in the bedroom, in the travel, and just a backup projector from now on. I'm going to use my daily ultra short throw laser one, but this is a keeper for me in the casual setup. Hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to comment. It's important for YouTube. Don't forget to like. Support the channel as much as you can. I'm shooting this video later than 12 late at night. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Until then, hoşça kalın.